Yo, what's going on, Washington Commanders fans? I'm back with another video, and I know I've been gone for a very long time, so I'm not expecting, you guys to sub and hit the like button, but it will help if you guys do that. I definitely want to be more consistent, and I'll definitely try to. Just a lot of things have been going on, but today's video topic is about why I prefer Jayden Daniels over Drake Maye. First of all, what does Drake Maye do better than or no, what does Jayden Daniels do better than Drake Maye? First of all, Jayden Daniels has showcased his ability to stay in the pocket and make tough throws at a higher consistent rate. I feel like, Drake Maye definitely does things better at making decisions, but Jayden Daniels, when it comes to being in the pocket, I think he's the best pocket passer in this draft class. He's definitely up there with Caleb Williams for being the best in the pocket when it comes to deep ball throws. Um, he has one of the stronger arms in the draft. Actually, he's not only just known for running the ball, but his I do see his run highlights, and his running is definitely up there. He's athletic. Some people compare him to Lamar Jackson. I don't compare him to Lamar Jackson because, well, uh, it's just really hard to mimic somebody like Lamar Jackson. Like, I feel like that's just, I don't know. I feel like he's a guy like a Deshaun Watson on the field, of course. He's like a Deshaun Watson or a RG3. Probably closer to RG3 just because of how they're both built in their game styles. But I think Jayden Daniels is a way more complete prospect than RG3, and he has injury less injury to him. So, RG3 was already banged up when he was coming out of college, and that was the big knock on him. Could he stay healthy? And ultimately, he couldn't stay healthy. But Jayden Daniels definitely has to stop taking big hits because that's not gonna. I think that's a thing that he'll definitely mature as time goes on in NFL. Colleges, not colleges, coaches will definitely tell him what he needs to do to prevent big hits. Also, Jayden Daniels has a much higher ceiling. Although May has a lot of potential, I do think Jayden Daniels has less flaws than the UNC quarterback. I think Jayden Daniels overall is just a better athlete, and it's very hard. It's actually not hard nowadays because there's a lot of athletic quarterbacks coming out of the draft, but it's just hard to. It's very hard to not draft a guy his caliber, especially with a higher ceiling. I mean, people compare Drake Maye to Justin Herbert. I don't see it. I really don't see that. But if some people, maybe I'll go into details on why people think that. I mean, I really haven't studied Drake Maye. I think I definitely do need to study Drake Maye a little bit more. But I've studied Jayden Daniels, and I could tell you what his pros and cons are. And he doesn't have many cons. Drake Maye, I feel like Drake Maye definitely does things better, some things better, like scanning the field better. Jayden Daniels definitely tends to leave the pocket a little bit quicker, leaving points on the board. Yeah, sometimes when he runs, it could create negative plays for his teams. Not all the time. Most of the time, when he's scrambling out of the pocket, he gets yards, but it's just sometimes he's leaving 7 points on the board. So he's definitely he'll mature as time goes on. Uh, what else? I feel like JD is elite at throwing on the run too, which this draft class of quarterbacks is actually pretty solid. I like it. Um, and I think he's elite at throwing on the run when scrambling out of the pocket. Although he rarely had to do it, I feel like that's one of his biggest traits when he needs to. When his O-line can break down, although he had one of the better O-lines than Drake Maye did, when his O-line definitely doesn't give him enough time, he could definitely scramble and throw it on a dime. So that's pretty much my analysis on why I think Jayden Daniels is better. Now, what Drake Maye does better, Although I prefer Jayden Daniels, there are some things that Drake Maye definitely does, such as scanning the field better, which I already just said. Also, I think he definitely makes quicker decisions when he's under pressure, which many young quarterbacks tend to not do coming out of the draft. Like sometimes they panic. Like I just said, Jayden Daniels definitely tends to panic more, and you see the maturity level in Drake Maye in the pocket. So I could see why you guys kind of think he could be a something in the league. He's definitely got the potential. Um, I mean, his pocket presence is pretty good. I'll give him that. What else? May definitely tends to make smarter plays, avoiding bigger hits, which can lead to longevity in the NFL. One thing about Drake Maye, he definitely, I mean, he's not, he's not that type of guy to take big hits, and he definitely is a guy that definitely looks to throw more than he does to run. But I mean, they both average the same amount of runs per game. So I mean, you can't really say Jayden Daniels is only trying to run because 9 times out of 10 he's looking to pass. And that was something that you guys were saying about Lamar Jackson coming out of the draft, that he was just only looking to run. And you guys said that about Anthony Richardson. Those guys didn't only just look to run, but Jayden Daniels definitely does tend to leave the pocket too early. But overall, I think I have more knocks on Drake Maye than I do Jayden Daniels. I feel like Jayden Daniels can be a more complete. He definitely needs to bulk up a little bit. He's on the lankier side, so I mean I don't think that's going to be an issue. Lamar Jackson definitely got bulkier as time went on. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. And they're around the same weight when they did come out of college. So overall, I think Drake Maye, um, if we're going with a guy like Ben Johnson as the head coach, I mean, if he's coming with the system behind Drake Maye, which some people think he will, I mean, he definitely fits his coaching style, and I wouldn't mind Drake Maye if we get Ben Johnson for sure. But I just feel like it's hard to pass up on a guy like Jayden Daniels. So that is going to be my pick with the second overall. I think it's so hard to just, I don't know. They're both good, but I really prefer Jayden Daniels over Drake Maye. And yeah, I'll definitely be doing some more videos on positions because this draft class is pretty good outside of tight end in my opinion. But hope you guys like this video. Get me to 1,100 subscribers if you can. If not, then that's fine. Hope you guys have a good Sunday. And yeah, peace.